Welcome everybody to Montreal Canadiens at they're somewhere. Calgary Flames. It just goes out of my head sometimes. Montreal Canadiens at Calgary Flames starting in a few minutes. No lineup changes to report. I just checked. And hopefully be a good game. I'm predicting a 3-2 win for Montreal with Arturi Lehkonen getting the first goal for Montreal. That's my prediction. Currently just waiting for people to come into the room. Excuse me, I just had my supper. Hey, King Angus, welcome in. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Go Habs, go! Calgary, I'm hoping for a good result. It looks like... hey, David, how's it going, buddy? Andrew Hamel, that's a new name. Hey, Andrew, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. 19 Coyote, welcome in, buddy. 4-1 Montreal. Well, there you go. He's was my next question. So I've called it 3-2 for Montreal, with Lehkonen getting the first goal. What do you guys think? What's the score going to be, and who do you think is going to get the first goal for Montreal? What did I eat? Oh, I had some chicken and some French fries. Merry Christmas, David. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas. I'll be on. I'm thinking of maybe. Not Christmas Eve. I don't know. I might go on for a very short period of time. But New Year's Eve, I may do a live stream if anyone's around, if anyone's interested. And I may Christmas Day do a live stream. We'll see. There's no hockey Christmas Day, but I don't know. I may be bored and I'll maybe do a live stream. Domi gonna get the first one tonight. Okay, 19 Coyotes in with Domi. I've got Lehkonen. Andrew's got Armia. King Angus, who do you think is going to get first? David, who's going to score the first goal? David's got 3-1 Montreal. Oh, you're in Chateauguay. Yeah, damn cold here. It's probably a little colder in Chateauguay than right here, but it's freaking cold out. One more day, and then it goes right up. So it looks like Christmas may be not a white Christmas. We're supposed to have a few days of above zero. It may get rid of the snow. I don't know if it will. I didn't know you were from Chateauguay. What do I think of the fourth line with Poehling? Well, I like the way Poehling's been playing. I like Poehling as a winger, I got to tell you. In the NHL, looks like he's a winger. He's kind of playing more like a winger. It was pointed out to me by someone else. And, but I like him on the fourth line, just like Suzuki. I thought Suzuki did pretty good on the fourth line. The only one I'm not really happy with is I don't know if Wheel with Suzuki on the right side. I don't know. I'd like that to be an upgrade personally, but I don't know who they won't put Vadimo in. I don't know why. Brendan Gallagher will get first goal. So David's got Gallagher. King Angus has Kulak. There's one that's no one usually says. Kulak will score. Oh, that's true, eh? It's Calgary. He played for Calgary. Oh, okay, so you're not calling Kulak the first one, but you're saying he's going to get a goal tonight. Cool. And 3-1 for Habs. Cool. 4-3 Paul-Guy. Hey, Paul. How's it going? Thanks for coming in, buddy. 4-3 Montreal. First goal. Tata. Thomas Tatar. You know, I can't figure out why there's so many people talking about trade Tatar now. Trade Tatar now. You get good. Why are you trading Tatar? I don't get why people want to trade him. Andrew is saying they should try Suzuki with Poehling for a wheel. Yeah, you know, I've said that already before, and I think that's what I'd like to see. I kind of really would like to see Suzuki and Poehling together, and see if there might be some really good chemistry between those two on the ice that could just last for years and years. I don't know why he's not trying it. We don't know if he's tried them in practice and doesn't like what he sees or whatever. I just don't like Wheel on his wing. For me, Wheel's a fourth liner right now. He's not playing like anything higher than a fourth liner, in my opinion. And I had Wheel as having a breakout season this year, but he's not playing like it. Price confirmed, yes. Price confirmed tonight. Price will play. The only time Price won't play is here and there, back-to-back games. They're going to call Primo up for the times Price won't play. But when the Habs are playing every second day, and they've got time off here and there, the Price is playing. Don't worry about that. They don't have a solid backup situation yet, so he's going to be playing 60, 65 games. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like to me. Let's see, did I miss anything? No. The game's about to start from what I can tell. Hopefully, I did a little bit of real analysis on their power play last game. Hopefully, I'll get a little better at that, seeing what's happening. I see the game in a little bit differently now than I used to. Still not good enough for good, proper analysis. That's why I give you the layman's analysis, because that's what I am. I see these guys on Twitter where they're scouts and they're good. It's not that, but I have a lot of different opinions when they talk about stuff. The problem with that is it turns out usually that they're kind of right, and it's made me over time adjust how you'll see. I think we'll see that for me in the next leading up to the off season, where there's all the talk about the draft and trades and all that kind of stuff. You're going to see that my analysis of trades or whatever I'm going to put for predictions and stuff like that, it's going to be much more tempered than it was last season, because I see how things are done, really, not just from the hockey fans' perspective. No problem, buddy. No, during the intermission I'm going to be off. It's just first period. But hey, enjoy the game. I don't blame you. I wish I could watch the first period properly, but I like doing this, I think, a little bit better, so not much can do. What's wrong with the Calgary Flames jerseys? I didn't see what they're wearing. They're wearing white. Oh, yeah, they're wearing white, and Montreal's in red tonight. I guess they decided they wanted to wear their white jerseys. They're allowed, I think they have a few games they're allowed to wear their whites at home. So that's what that is. So yeah, Montreal's in red tonight. Do I think they should try to trade Price? No trading Price. You know why? I'm going to tell you exactly why. I'm going to say 3 seasons ago, I was of the mind to trade Price. I thought it was the time. You can get back a good return, blah, 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 blah. Here's the actual truth about trading a goaltender. When you trade a goaltender, in general now, when you trade a goaltender, you don't get the return you're really looking for. You don't. Goaltenders, for some reason, just don't give back the value when you trade them. Hey, Nolan, how's it going? Salut, Nolan. So trading Price right now, I think would be a mistake. We don't have a goalie to replace him right now anyway. Primo is not ready. Anybody thinking that is mistaken. Primo's not ready yet. And besides, Price, the time to trade Price is the time when Primo is ready to take over. That's the time to trade Price. You won't get a big return, but you won't get a big return now either. You'll get a bigger return than in 3-4 years. But, I think they hold on to Price until Primo is ready. And then, listen, it's a business, and I have a feeling that's when they're going to have to trade him. Because of the salary, because Price won't be a backup. I'm sure he's not. You don't want to see Price as a backup. Hey, David, enjoy the game. Calgary, yeah, they're wearing this. I don't know if it's their alternate, but they're wearing their whites because every team's allowed 3 games, 4 games, something like that, to wear their whites at their option. Andrew, you had in mind Price for Byram and Grubauer and a second or third. Yeah, I still don't. It's tempting. I got to tell you, that's pretty tempting. I imagine if that's possible, but I don't think they're going to try. I don't think you give up Byron and Grubauer and a second or third for Price. I just don't think you get that. But honestly, if that was offered, I got to tell you, it's tempting. Not this year, but next year. Not this year, next year, because Byron's not ready yet, and I would think, you don't do that till next year. Damn, the Habs are wearing their home jerseys in different buildings. Looks weird. Yeah, for me, it doesn't. For me, this is normal. When I was growing up, the Habs wore white at home. That's why I really love the white jersey. I know I've got 2 red jerseys behind me, but that's going to change soon. It might be right at the end of the season. I had a fire a few years ago, didn't have insurance, and it wasn't anybody's fault. It was the city's fault. Hired people. and I'm actually making a settlement in a few months. So I will have a Habs white jersey up there. I used to have. It's just, fire took away a lot of things. So that's why these are not really mine. I borrowed these they're not really mine, but the person that I borrowed them from, she's not, it's my ex-wife. She's not wearing them. So, yeah. So I'm used to, as I got sidetracked, I'm really sorry. Don't even know what's going on in the game. I'm used to the white jersey at home, and I fell in love with that white jersey. So for me, white jersey, that's the thing. I can drool over a white Guy Lafleur authentic jersey, a real one, and I'm gonna get one. That's one of the, because I had one. It wasn't one of the like top of the line ones, but I had one. They're over $100. So I'm gonna replace it. I didn't get a chance to replace a lot of the stuff I lost in the fire, but the good news is there was an offer made already that I've accepted, and should have it by spring. So that's why if you heard me talking about I'm going to upgrade some things, I'm going to get a new computer, all that, that's where that's coming from, because I got to replace all the stuff I lost in the fire. Which is really nice. And the one thing I can't replace is, you saw my hockey cards. I lost probably 2 or 3 times what I have still. That's why I don't have a lot of great cards, because my good cards got, unfortunately, I saved some books and stuff, but yeah, lost a lot of hockey cards. But, I mean, this is stuff, I don't think I'm going to replace the hockey cards. I'm not. I'm going to use the money for something else. But, yeah. But got lucky. 5 years, though. 5 years I've had to wait. It's going to be, by the time I get paid, it's going to be over 5 years since the fire. In March. Okay, so I don't know what's going on in the game. Montreal's ahead 2-1 in shots. There's almost 3 minutes gone. I'm probably a little bit behind you guys if you're watching. I can't tell anything. I can't. Besides, I enjoy talking more with you guys. What did I miss? Jeez, I missed a lot while I said all that. Okay, wait. There was. The Habs are where? Yeah, I got that. It is a very, you know what, Nolan? That's a very interesting trade. It's the kind of trade that's it makes you think. But I really don't think Colorado would offer that much. I really don't. But I have to admit, Andrew, that's the kind of trade that makes you think, oh, maybe. Byram would be really nice on this blue line. And you know what? Byram could make up a lot for what you lose in price. Having a guy like Byram sort of solidifies everything back there. When he's ready, he's not ready, or he would be playing right now. And I don't know. Maybe they've got him up there after the Makar injury. I don't know. But yeah, it makes you think. Which player would you want for a jersey? Oh, well, the first jersey I'm going to get, I got to tell you, I want to get 2. And I'm gonna get an old name and a new name. I want to get a number 10 Guy Lafleur in white. And I think since now it's red is the home jersey, I want to get a number 14 Nick Suzuki. I think I want to get Nick Suzuki because I really like that kid. It would be between Suzuki and Kotkaniemi. And if I can get a really good deal, I get all 3. But that's down the road. I can't do that probably till April. But yeah, those are the 2 I want. I Lafleur first and second Suzuki. So I might get like a really good Lafleur one, and then get a cheaper Nick Suzuki one just to have it, right? For the wall. I don't know. I'm not the hockey guy. I don't go around wearing hockey sweaters very often. I kind of used to when I was younger in my 30s and I was playing a little bit of hockey. Just seniors hockey. I'm not very good at hockey. I can skate and I can play and all that, but I'm not good at it really, whatever. But I can skate. I don't skate on the only thing I can't do is I can't cross very well left to right. I'm not very good at that. And backwards, I'm not very good skating backwards. So, but I don't skate on my ankles or anything like that. I'm not like that. I'm decent. I'm a decent skater. Anyway, not to brag about myself. I miss playing hockey. I think I've got to start going to the gym again. I'm going to afford the fees. And once I'm in shape next season, I have skates. I have all that kind of stuff. I'm thinking of getting back into a little bit of hockey. Maybe I know I'm in Dorval. They have so much senior hockey kind of stuff. I'm thinking of it, but I got to get some equipment and stuff. But it'd be great because I love hockey. I'm no good at it, really, but I love playing. Yeah, Nolan, I agree with you. That's a trade that might get accepted. It made me think because I was saying no, you don't trade Price, and he said that. I thought about it, and like, oh, that's tempting. Well, David, like I said, that used to be their away jersey. Although I think if you go even farther back, like it had been switched before I started watching hockey. If you go really far back, I think they used to have the red jersey as their home jersey. They switched it to the white for my years of growing up, and then recently, I guess, I don't know how long it's been, 10 years or so, it's switched back that way. But yeah, this is kind of nice to see it. It's like watching an old time game because they're in their road reds. Hey Peter, how's it going? Yeah, that abstract is kind of interesting, eh? I like that. Hey, listen, Andrew, I don't know. I don't know if you've been in here before. I kind of don't remember the name. I'm old. I sometimes forget stuff like that. If it's your first time, please come back in because that was a really good trade. What do you call that? I lost the word. But that was really good. Please come in and give more stuff like that. If you haven't subscribed, I'm only saying this because I don't recognize the name. Yeah, subscribe and do all that stuff. But yeah, I love that trade proposal. That really was good. Made me think. But in general, look, I don't think that they would offer that. But if they did, I think Bergeron has really got to think about that. Although I just don't think I don't think trading Price right now makes any sense. That's all. Unless, look, if they really decide they're going to go with the kids and they're going to rebuild, then yeah, Price becomes expendable because you're almost wasting the salary, right? So yeah, and if a team would offer that, yeah, because Colorado's got that Francouz who looks like he's going to be pretty damn good. So Grubauer, who's a good goalie, I guess he's kind of you can trade for him. Anyway, whoop. Ooh. Yeah, Gislain, last night and today, cold as hell out here. I'm not sure where you're from. I don't remember exactly. You're from around here, I think. But yeah, it's really cold. Nolan loves Riddick's pads. Old school. I didn't look and see. That's a good question, Nolan. Who's my second favorite team? Honestly, I don't know how to answer that. I don't think I have a second favorite. I don't. I love the Habs. I've never followed any other team other than the Habs. So I don't have that where, oh, well, the Habs aren't playing tonight. There's teams I like. There's teams I like the players on there. Teams that haven't done anything to Habs that I dislike, like the Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs. And other than that, but I don't have another team. I'm not like the hockey guy where he's got Dallas, Boston, and Vancouver. So, yeah, sorry. Habs all the way, baby. Calgary Flames jerseys. What are they wearing? Wait, I didn't see that. Hang on. I'm going to try to answer that. The no, I don't know I don't know the answer to that, David. If it's the Heritage ones, you're in Laval. Okay, yeah, I remember now you saying it. Whoop. Selective organic trash, but 2/3 of it still freeze in the trash can. Oh well, yeah, out in this weather, everything freezes. But the good news is in 2 days it's gonna be +1. So, for 3 days we're supposed to be above zero during the day for 3 days. So it will unfreeze. I would like to, Paul. I would like to see Montreal get an alternate jersey. It's funny you mentioned that. I don't know. I think it was at the end of last season. Somewhere, somebody on Twitter. It was Twitter. I think might have been Facebook. One of the groups. They showed these blue uniforms, Habs blue uniforms, very reminiscent of the Leafs blue, but totally Habs with the logo, everything properly. I gotta tell you, they were sharp. I kind of liked them, but I would like to see them come up with something alternate. But they've done a couple of them from like the old jerseys from the old teams. I don't know, they're kind of freaking ugly. So something that's sharp that looks really good. I'd like to see that. Yeah. I think it's because it's the Canadiens and they're kind of more traditional, and I think that's why they don't necessarily do it. And we just got scored upon. I'm a little behind in the in this here stuff. So now I see Peter's. Damn it. Yeah, but okay, Nolan, but you got at least you're above 0. Yeah, it's at least a little better. Have you ever seen a video of Gilles Perreault on the Montreal Junior Canadiens footage? I don't know if I have. I probably have, but I don't really remember. I'm just gonna look at the goal. Who was it that fell there? He might have. If he they got twisted around. That wasn't the help. Nah, bad defensive play in front of Price. Not Price's fault on that. I probably have Eddie. But I can't really remember. Gilles Perreault was a great hockey player, amazing hockey player. But I don't know if I saw him when he was in his junior years. Saw a lot of him when he was with the Sabres, that's for sure. Saw a lot of him. But yeah, great player. You know what, Nolan? I get worried too in the first period. But have you noticed the last maybe 4 or 5 games that they kind of come out like that? First period, we're worried, oh shit, they're not playing very well. And then all of a sudden, second period comes around and tide turns and they play better and they take advantage of a mistake or something. And that's the kind of team we've got right now. This is the style that they're playing. It just doesn't seem to translate into first period success very often. Because even against Vancouver last game, I thought things were going bad. That they didn't look like they were up to the task, and it turned around. Even with all the with the goalie, the goalie with the ref calls. Okay, I see David saying, "Welcome aboard, Andrew." So, am I right, Andrew? Like a first timer? Well, then, welcome aboard, Andrew. Like I said, welcome aboard. Keep coming back, especially with those trade proposals. Give us stuff to go, huh? I like that. And that's what I like about like other fan bases and stuff like that. I like when there's new people in here and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, good for my numbers, sort of. I'm not big enough, really. I don't get the views. You got to buy the views now, guys. You know that? I just found this out because I've recently gone through a really, like, the last 2 months, my views have gone. And I thought something happened on the channel, maybe something I'm doing. Maybe you guys have noticed I've been trying some experiment. I thought it's me. And then yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I found out what's going on. And what's going on is YouTube wants us to promote ourselves to get the views. So they're not really promoting me as much as they used to in the suggested, where they show you somewhere you're looking and my video will come up, the thumbnail, and that's the suggested. I used to get pretty good numbers. I don't get nearly the numbers of times they offer it out. And the thing is, I gotta pay. If I pay, they'll start putting it up, you know, when you watch a YouTube video, up next on the top there. When you pay, they put that up there for people who might be interested in what you're doing, right? And I just found out that's what's going on. So for 2 months, I've been really struggling. What's going on with my channel? Subscribers are way down, views are way down, and now I know it's YouTube. So I'm back to where I was when I started. I gotta start building again. Anyway, look, it's a struggle. What are you gonna do? At least this time, when I gotta start over again, I'm close to 1,000 views. I'm not at 0. I mean, subscribers. Makes a huge difference. Sorry, I've been ignoring you guys. I'm sorry. I can get off on like a tangent sometimes. Okay, wait. Eddie's saying the uniforms were the same. I'm not sure if that's me you're talking to. What uniforms were the same as the NHL team? I'm not sure. Defense let us down on that one. Yeah, Peter, defense did let us down. I saw the replay. Defense, not very good on that one. Hey, David, I think most of Canada freezing cold. It's some kind of Arctic blast we're getting for a few days. It's kind of winding through Canada. Yeah, okay, Paul, you must have found what I'm talking about. The blue, there's a new blue uniform. It looks just like this one, but blue. and it's blue with a little bit of red and white instead of they switched to blue and the red. And I gotta tell you, it's sharp. I think anyway. And what I like about it is they didn't. I think they left the pants blue instead of switching those. I don't know what red pants would look like with that uniform. I don't know. Because even with the white, I'm pretty sure they're in blue pants. And no, I can't. I don't do Well, I could, but I'm live streaming, so I can't check that. But you guys, you can check that. Paul Guy's got a comment where he's got a link, and you can look at a uniform. See what you think about it. Might be a third, an alternate. I hate one. Yeah, it's like kind of New York Rangery or Toronto Maple Leaf. But you know what? I got to tell you, Nolan, I think it's sharp. I really like it. And I'm probably in the minority, and I get that. And most people, Habs fans, aren't going to like it because it's too reminiscent of Rangers or Leafs. But I have to say I like it. And that's okay. It's suggestive. It's subjective. You can like something and it's fine. But I haven't really seen anything for alternate jerseys for them, so I don't know. But I would like to see something. Well, that's it. It's all blue. But like I said, it's just they exchanged the red with the blue, so it's dominantly blue with the stripes white and red, which is I don't know. I like it. Hey, David likes it. Bada bing. Hey, bada bing. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Yeah, well, we're behind 1-0, so let's hope second period. Well, there's still time here. Oh, Josiah, is that true? Well, for me, it doesn't matter. For me, the Bleu Blanc Rouge, that's the Habs. That's why I say at the end, if you watch, not everybody watches to the end, your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge, because it's the Bleu Blanc Rouge. Even though in English it's red, white, and blue, it's still, I heard it more Bleu Blanc Rouge than anything else, so I grew up with that. But yeah, I didn't know where that came from. But for me, it's Montreal Canadiens. Whoop. Okay, who's going away, Tabernacle SC, bada bing? If they only play it for 10 games in the year, I wouldn't mind. Well, I don't know how often do they play alternates, because Montreal doesn't have an alternate. I don't really know. I think they're allowed the alternate, same like they're allowed to wear the whites at home. They're allowed the alternates a couple times a year, too. 2, 3, something like that. It's still early, buddy. It's still early. Still, I got like 9 minutes here on my stream, and then it's the first period. I've been saying, you just came in, so I was saying that, have you noticed the last few games that they've been kind of like, you're wondering what's going on in the first period? They don't look good. As the period goes on, they pick it up, and then by the second period, they're playing really good. So I don't know what it is, but it seems like, to me, that's the trend I'm noticing. Off the top of my head, David, I don't know what or Nolan, I don't know what the Centennial Classic jersey is. Well, all their uniforms are Bleu Blanc Rouge. So that's the 3 colors. I don't know if you notice, I do a lot of that lately anyways with my thumbnails. They are kind of, I'm trying to do Bleu Blanc Rouge, but the yellow stands out really nice. That's why I use yellow. But a lot of times you'll see it's in Bleu Blanc Rouge. The background's one color, and the writing is the other 2. I try to do that, and if you notice it, that's because of it's Bleu Blanc Rouge. Well, okay, but don't forget, if that's the case about the flag in France and everything, don't forget Quebec is French. There's no doubt there's a tie to France, right? So I can understand how a French hockey club might in Quebec might take the colors of a flag in France or whatever. I can understand that. But believe me, for me, it has no meaning other than Montreal Canadiens. Okay, but fleur-de-lis, that's the you're talking Nordiques. Montreal Canadiens don't have fleur-de-lis. Okay, well, why? Okay, what's the significance of the Patriots being red? I don't like the Patriots, by the way, but still not red, white, and blue. That's them's the colors. Oh yeah, those jerseys look a little older, right? Those are the older jerseys. So that must be their alternate, the Flames. That looks like when they were playing for the Cup in '89. Those were the type of jerseys. That's what I think of. It was '89 and '86 we played against them. For the Cup, one we won, one we lost. And as a matter of fact, isn't it the Calgary Flames, I believe, are the only team to beat us on home ice for the Cup, to win the Cup on our home ice? I think that might be the case. You old guys, come on, us old guys. We know, I say you old guys first, but then I identify me because I'm an old guy too, so I'm not insulting. Am I right about that? That the Calgary Flames in '89, when they won the Cup against Montreal, they were the first team ever to win against Montreal on home ice, Montreal's ice, to win the Cup. Maybe it's a Game 7. I don't know if they went to Game 7, but there's some kind of thing like that. They're the only team ever to do it. Unless I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. After 1789, First French Republic. Yeah, I can definitely see that a French flag would be the colors that the French team in Montreal would choose. I definitely would. That makes a lot of sense. They had some really ugly jerseys though back then. There were a couple of early editions of the Habs that had really ugly jerseys. Funny Santana. What? What is that? Fumi Santana. What's that about? Go Flames. It's fine. Are you a Flames fan? Don't come in here and troll. You're gonna get thrown out for that. But if you're a Flames fan and you want to come in and join the conversation, come on in. You're not gonna get trolled by anybody here. That's for sure. We welcome everyone, except trolls, except people who do stupid things or talk very negatively or nastily to anybody in the room. So, since I haven't seen you, if you're not doing any of that, then hey, welcome in. Let's talk hockey. Although I'm only on for another little bit because first intermission, I'm off. Is that Fumi or Funny? I can't tell what your name is. I see the Santana part. Or Furry. Is that what that is? Looks like Fumi. Yeah. Well, who you got? We've all weighed in on that. I have Lehkonen for Montreal's first goal there at Samsung. Who you got? You might have actually chimed in on the comments in the preview, but I don't remember. Sorry. If I had to go for another team, who would I go for? Unfortunately, if there was some reason why Montreal Canadiens weren't around, I don't know. I might lose my interest in hockey, honestly. It's what happened in baseball for me. I used to love the Expos. As soon as they stole them away, I don't watch baseball anymore. But it depends on how that would happen. And I don't even want to imagine a world in which I couldn't be a Montreal Canadiens fan. It doesn't compute. If you keep this up, my head is going to explode. You got to stop it. Yeah, I don't, it's a good question, but I don't know. I just can't imagine not having the Habs around, so I don't know. Like I said, also, I don't really have a leaning towards any other team than Montreal. So one team's as good as another, except for Boston and Toronto, Samsung's going for Armia. That's a good one to say. I got Lehkonen only. You know what? I really think Lehkonen is due. He scores in bunches. He's streaky. I just think he's due. He hasn't scored for a good 10 games. He's due. That's why I picked Lehkonen. Yeah, Nolan. I mean, okay, you're a lot younger than me, so you don't have the time invested. I think of how you feel, and then put my 50 years in there, and then like, oh, if they took the Habs away, like, first of all, why would there not be any Habs? So it's got to be a nefarious reason. So if that's the case, I'm gonna lose interest in hockey, NHL hockey anyway. I'd probably switch off to another league or something like that. But even then, I know I'm too Habs centric. I would lose my interest. Nolan, did you pick Domi? I think you might have. Yeah, Domi does need to score. He needs to score a goal. Will Domi score again? Yes, Domi will score again. He's in a very elongated slump. I really think honestly he needs to go to the wing and he'll start scoring again. That's my opinion. Or it is highly possible that what we saw last season was his career best, and he might not ever reach that again. His rookie season, he scored 50 odd points. I think 53 or 54 points. So he might be really a 55 pointer basically. And really, this is the numbers that he's on track for right now in the 50s. So we'll find out in the next few years. And honestly, too, for re-signing him, he's going to come cheaper now. He's not going to be 8-9 million. He's going to come cheaper now, 5-6 million a year. This is what's costing him to have a bad year, a few million a season. So, yeah, okay, I lost track here. I've been talking. Cousin seems like he's getting chances. Couldn't tell you. I really am not following on there this first period this time. The conversation's too interesting. When that happens, I can't really follow. When you guys aren't interesting, then I look at the screen. I know I'm the one who's supposed to be interesting. I know. I'm trying to put it on you guys. Hey, stop jumping around. Maple Leaf is but the Maple Leaves should be Leaves because that's what it is. They've got the Leafs, so there was something talk about that. There's something old where they wouldn't allow it. There was something with the Leaf. I don't remember exactly what it is. Would I pick a beaver as an emblem? No. Oh no, Nolan. Okay, I thought when you came in, we were talking about who's going to score. I thought you gave your pick. Somebody took Domi. Everyone loves beavers, but I don't know if beavers would really be a good logo. Too many. It would leave too many things open for a good joke. I again can't imagine them changing that logo. Don't change the logo. Come on, logo's part of everything. Nolan, you're right. I'm just saying it'll cost him a little bit in salary. It'll be easier to sign him because of it. But this is what we might be seeing with Domi. This is what he is. He's not a 72-pointer every year. You left something out there. Every Canadian loves beer and hockey, if you're old enough, David. But you forgot something. You forgot. What about the donut, eh? You got to have a donut with the beer, eh? Come on, take off, eh? You're not old enough to know that. I don't know if you young guys know that reference. When I do that voice, does anybody know? I don't do it well, I know that. But do you young guys know what that is? When I'm doing that, or you just think I'm not so trying to do a weird voice? Like, 'cause take off, eh? You know, you hosers don't know nothing, eh? Yeah, that might have been it, Samsung with the Leaf. There was something with Montreal and Toronto with the Leaf. I don't know what the whole story is. So it's Montreal was the first with the Leaf, but they changed it. I just can't imagine Montreal's logo being anything else. It is what it is, and that's it. And by the way, if I look, because I'm scrolling through your comments, I'm on my phone. I have to do this. Hey, Jean-Claude, how's it going, buddy? My day was pretty good, actually. Pretty busy. I was baking all day. I was making for the first time. We're doing Christmas with my my ex-wife and my kids. I made Gingerbread snowman. I didn't have any cookie cutters, so I made the snowman 3. Anyway, and the proper icing and everything. And I was doing that all day, along with the video and walking the dog in the cold and all that kind of stuff. So I was kind of busy all day. So if I seem a little tired, which I don't really feel that much, I thought it would be a hard live stream to do because I was tired. But that's the reason why. Sang-sung, you got it. Bob and Doug. How old are you, though, to know that it's Bob and Doug? I'm just curious how old you are. Jean-Claude, once again, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with that one, with the ha-ha on the end of that comment. I totally do. It's not the end of a day without one. Or a Maroon M instead of CH. Yeah, well, the Maroons, that's a different team, though, the Maroons. And for me, when I hear the Maroons, I always think of Bugs Bunny. What a maroon. What a maroon. And I use that in a lot of my fantasy teams. I'll call them the Montreal Maroons. And it's not because of the Maroons team, but it's because of Bugs Bunny. So I'm weird that way. David's got Galley. But Gallagher, is he from Edmonton and played hockey in BC, or is he from BC, moved to Edmonton? I mean, because I don't know. He's apparently they were in Vancouver and he was a BC boy, and I don't know where that came from. Nah, it's saying you can't do that on. You can't do that on. That would be a channel that would be fun to do. But no. But I'll tell you something. My ex-wife had a really good idea. I do a lot of baking and cooking, and her idea was, why not try to do a video while you're cooking and do your hockey video? And I thought of that, and I said, there's some videos, where I just talk. I don't really need any stats. I'm just talking. I thought that was very interesting, and I was just wondering what you guys thought of that idea. Watching me cook a little bit while I do a video. Obviously, I would do pausing, so you wouldn't see everything, but until I get better equipment where I can show overhead and all that stuff. Problem is, I can't edit for my wife, so. And I don't need to edit too much. 32. So 32, and how do you know about the McKenzie brothers? Because you're Canadian? I mean, is that the only reason? Because, it's from... that's 30. You were just a kid when that came out. Even you might have even not been born. I don't remember what year it was. I think 83 that came out. So 83, and that it came out. So they were around earlier. Their movie Strange Brew. Excuse me. One of my first dates with a longtime girlfriend was to that movie. That's why But they were around for a bunch of years before that. So how did you hear about that? Just curious. I know they were really popular in their day. We were all going around with I can't even do it anymore. My voice is gone. Damn. Okay, Galley born in Edmonton but grew up in Delta, BC. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was the other way around or not. Suzuki hit the post. Damn. I want to see Suzuki get some damn points up there, buddy. He needs to get a few, even if it's an assist or two, he's got to get in on the action. Are they? Oh, why is Domi out there with Suzuki and Cousins? Wait, and Wheel's there? What? Oh, maybe that was Wheel. I thought it was 13. It must have been 14. I thought it was because I'd like to see Domi on the wing for Suzuki. Oh, that's better. Ay, my dog. Oh, geez, the period's almost over. My God, I've been talking for 45 minutes. Wow. I should do a video. Oh, I want to do what you said about the video. Should do a video idea, see how it goes. Yeah, I might try it. We'll see. Maybe one day when I'm making bread. Because I think I could do the bread and talk without any problem. Without screwing up the recipe. Or, it's mostly kneading. It's not hard to make bread. So yeah, I'll put that out there. I'll think of how to do it. I don't know exactly how I would do it, but I'm thinking about it. But in general, I got a new sense of myself for the channel. I know sometimes I do some of these, I'll do the hoser and all that stuff. I'm just trying to find my, I don't know what the word is. I'm trying to find my identity on here. But I have a feeling I'm looking for something that I don't need to look for. And the hockey guy kind of had a video where he was talking about himself, about whether he'd be burnt out. I don't know if anybody saw the video where he was talking about burning out or not burning out. He doesn't burn out. But he said something really interesting that I really took to heart. That's why I like the hockey guy so much. He's not just knows hockey. The guy knows a little bit about life. I like the way he talks and how he puts things. So I like the hockey guy. But he said how they try to push you on YouTube and all this stuff, and he doesn't fall for all that glitz and glamour. He goes on there and he's himself, and he just talks. He puts the camera on and he talks to the camera, and that kind of hit home that that's probably where I got to go. I know everybody, we're all looking, even when I watch videos, I'm looking for someone who's authentic and not all put on and all that stuff. So you might see a little bit more laid back stuff from me, where I'm going to just be laid back. It might take away the times when I'm nervous. We just scored. No, they did it again. Oh, no. Oh, a power play goal. Damn it. Yeah, that sucks. Bad timing. Anyway, so just to say, you might see a little bit. Nothing will change drastically. I'm still going to do what I do. But yeah, you might see me a little more laid back. If you're wondering why, that's just the only reason why. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, well, first of all, nothing Price could do on that goal. Nothing. That's just the PK didn't do its job. But there's nothing Carey Price could have done on that goal. Wow. Okay, so this is not Price's fault. Because Price got a good streak going. He's given up only, before the game, 5 goals in his last 4 games before this one. So I'd like to see him get his numbers in better shape. Nolan, I'm not sure what you wrote there. Not sure what you wrote there, buddy. Yeah, last minute. It looks like last second there. They were going off the ice. So it's like... unless something drastic happens, and listen, I've seen Montreal come back from this. The problem here is that's a bit demoralizing when you get scored on against. The only good thing about that, and might sound weird, they're not at home. It's even worse when you're at home. They're a much better second and third period team. I'm a glass half full kind of guy, and I'm just going to hope that they come out and play better. It's only 2-0. If Montreal can come back and score 3 goals in a row, then my score that I predicted comes out, and I'm happy. And it's only 2-0. It's not a big deficit. It's not great on the road. And maybe it seems like Calgary picked tonight. They've been having trouble scoring their last 2 games. They've had 2 losses in a row. And I figured maybe that's on a bit of a streak with them. I was hoping that would continue tonight, but it looks like it's not continuing tonight. So, anyways, look, the intermission is here, and they'll come back. Hopefully, they'll get it together in the locker room. They'll have a talk with each other, whatever, and they'll come out fighting. I didn't pay any attention, so I don't know if what they look like at all as far as energy, their feet moving. Are they crossing the line with their feet moving, not gliding in? Those kind of things. That's what they needed to do. That's what I put in my preview. And I'm like better coached than Julian, so if they didn't do what I put in my preview, then they're fucked. And I'm just joking, you know that, right? Okay, so listen. So the intermission is here. I got to get my stuff ready. I didn't even take my notebook out. And watch the second and third so I can do a review. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Thank you so much. If you like the live stream, you're still here. I appreciate if you put a like. That would really be nice. I'd totally appreciate it. Anybody here who hasn't subscribed, although I don't think there is anybody, would appreciate that too. And enjoy the rest of the game, guys. So listen, let me know about that cooking idea. If anybody's interested in that, let me know in the comment section. Also, let me know if you're interested in. I might do a Christmas Day live stream and maybe a New Year's Day live stream as well. If anybody's going to be around and they're interested in it, let me know if you like the idea, and I'll make a decision. Yeah, okay, David, but leave a comment in the comment section, because that way I can go back over it, and then because here there's too much going on. I can't really remember everything. I'm not going to remember that, but I appreciate that. So I'm thinking of these ideas right now. So, okay, so everybody, thanks for coming in. I'm babbling now. It's time to go, because it's time to go when you're babbling. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. Not going to add much to that, but my usual Go Habs Go, which doesn't seem to come out when I'm doing on Prism. That's the app I'm using. But when I film it regularly and I do the Go Habs Go, which I don't know how to get it here, it works fine. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so have a great night. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you next one. Next one is on Saturday at 7. It's a normal time. Saturday is a 7 o'clock game, even though they're in Edmonton. It's an early game. Okay, see you then. Thanks, everybody. Bye.